Good evening and welcome to Etown News. I'm Megan Spiegelberg.
And I'm Rosena Campana. The Etown Lecture Series, a recap of the annual Halloween parade, and more coming up after this.
Last Tuesday, Etown held an on-campus flu shot clinic. From 9 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 3 p.m., students in need of their yearly flu shot could head over to the Penn Medicine Elizabethtown College Medical Center to receive the vaccine. Medical services will continue to be provided for the Etown community at the medical center throughout the semester. The center operates on all 5 weekdays. To schedule an appointment, you can call the number on the screen.
OSA hosted a double feature movie night last Friday at 8 p.m. The event that was initially supposed to be held in the Dell was moved to Gibble Auditorium due to the frigid weather, but it was a fun outing nonetheless. In the spirit of the Halloween season, 2 ghostly classics were chosen. The night kicked off with a screening of the 1984 film Ghostbusters. After that, those in attendance watched the 1996 horror movie Scream. The night got the spooky season in full swing as we inch closer to Halloween. For more info on all the OSA hosted events, follow their Instagram at EtownOSA.
This month is the beginning of Elizabethtown College's lecture series. These lectures provide audiences the opportunity to be enlightened, engaged, and entertained. On Thursday, October 24th in the Leffler Chapel, the college hosted Winona LaDuke. LaDuke is a Harvard-educated economist, environmental activist, and author of To Be a Water Protector. She came to the college to talk about her work on tribal land claims and methods of having a sustainable economy to pave the path for a cleaner and better world for the next generation. After the lecture, Dean of Students Nicole Gonzalez asked LaDuke a series of questions in a Q&A panel. The next lecture will be hosted on February 6th with Victoria Sokolik in the Leffler Chapel.
Elizabethtown College partnered with Live Etown to host the 3rd annual Not Too Scary Halloween Town Parade. This past Sunday night, families from the community and students from the college lined the streets to watch the show. The costumes range from superhero to movie characters and even presidential candidates. But what would Halloween be without some candy? The parade walkers make sure to keep the kids happy by passing out sugary snacks all night. From the looks on everyone's faces, the parade was a smashing success.
Etown has recently hired 4 new adjunct faculty who will begin teaching next semester. The Education, Counseling Psychology, and Finance Master's programs will be getting these adjuncts to teach some required courses in each cohort. Each of these professors has knowledge and experience in their respective fields and will look to provide students with a more in-depth perspective and understanding as they draw closer to working in their desired profession.
The Ultimate Frisbee team's first game of the semester is coming up. The team will be playing against Kutztown on Saturday, November 2nd at 11 a.m. The team's coach, Nick Deal, and Captain Adam Del Pazze talked to the team about the plans for practice and the upcoming game before every practice. Coach Deal then teaches the team skills they will need for the games moving forward. First year, Liam Schwartz, who plays on the team, spoke of how he feels about going up against Kutztown.
A little nervous because I haven't played in a game against another college before, but it's always fun. Even losing, I just enjoy playing so much. I'm really looking forward to it.
The team meets on Bridger Field for practice every weekday at 4 p.m. to hone their skills for the upcoming games and to learn new skills from Coach Deal. They play different colleges in the area, such as Kutztown, Millersville, Franklin and Marshall, and Wilkes College. Now here's Gwen Young with your weekly sports updates.
Thanks, Rosena. It was a very strong week for our Blue Jay athletics as the teams went undefeated in head-to-head play. The men's and women's golf teams kicked off the weekend with a strong finish in the Landmark Conference Championship preview. The men's team finished in 3rd out of the 8 competing teams. Junior Chris Kilduff was the highest finishing Blue Jay with a 2nd place finish, shooting a total of 149 between the 2 rounds. Junior John Harrison also netted a top 5 finish, placing 5th with a total of 152 by Sunday's end. The women's team had 3 Jays compete in the event over the weekend. Senior Grace Flacco led the team, shooting a total of 187, which was good for 18th. Junior Elena Kickman shot 202 and tied for 25th by the end of the event, and junior Jillian Schwartz finished in 38th with a shot total of 229. The women's volleyball regained their footing on Saturday, ending their 3-game losing streak with a win against the winless Goucher College in Baltimore, Maryland. As expected, the Blue Jays dominated in this one, taking the match 3 sets to 0. They took control early on, winning the opening set 25-5. This set the tone for the rest of the day. The 2nd and 3rd sets would be more competitive, but Etown continued to dominate, winning the next 2 sets 25-15 and 25-19. This statement win should hopefully give the team some momentum into their next games against Misericordia and Franklin and Marshall College this Saturday in Dallas, Pennsylvania. The field hockey team earned their third shutout victory of the year with a 4-0 win over Goucher on the road. It was all Etown in this one as the offense fired off 17 shots on goal. Sophomore Hannah Long opened the scoring and the team never looked back. Junior Rachel Troutman earned 2 goals later on, and first-year Haley Meyer capped off the day with a goal of her own. On the defensive side, it was a 4-goalie effort en route to the clean sheet. Seniors Angelina Gigliotas and Rachel Murphy, sophomore Lily de Blasio, and first-year Kelsey Shires all played 15 minutes and kept Goucher off the score sheet. The women's soccer team continued the strong defensive performances on Saturday with a clean sheet, beating Goucher 4-0 at home. The Blue Jays gave Goucher's defense no time to rest, unleashing 14 shots on goal. The defense matched the offense's efforts, allowing Goucher only 1 shot on their net in the first half and 0 in the second. Senior forward Ava Whiston notched her 6th goal of the season with the Blue Jays' first goal of the day. First-year midfielder Kirsten Navich scored her first 2 career goals later to put Etown up 3-0. Then, in the 73rd minute, junior Skylar Mumford scored her first goal of the season to put this one out of reach. The men's soccer team celebrated Senior Day with a 3-2 win over Goucher at home later in the day. Etown scored in the 25th minute of the foot of first-year midfielder Manny Velazquez, and the team took off from there. First-year AJ Sasso and Caba Alvarez came off the bench to supply some extra offensive energy, each scoring a goal within the next 15 minutes. Things got scary in the second half, with Goucher scoring 2 unanswered, but time ran out and Etown would hang on. The team will close out the regular season against Lycoming College this Saturday on the road in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Both men's and women's swim teams also captured wins on Saturday. The men's team moved to 3-0 with a 119-86 win over Susquehanna University. The Blue Jays consistently found themselves in the top 3 in each event, which included multiple wins. Junior Leave Hoffman won the 1,000 free and 500 free. Senior AJ West took first in the 100 fly. Senior Andy Hoke took the top shot in the 100 free, and first-year Baron Bishop won the 100 breaststroke. The Jays also won the final team race. Their next meet will be on Saturday, November 9th against Lycoming in Williamsport, Pennsylvania at 1 p.m. The women's team moved to 3-0 as well, winning a nail-biting meet 102-101. The Blue Jays won the opening 200 medley relay and multiple other events throughout the day. Junior Kaylee Blair won the 200 free and 100 fly. Senior Gracie Harding took the 50 and 100 free, and junior Emma Saboleski earned a win in the 200 individual medley. The women's team will also take on Lycoming on Saturday, November 9th at 1 p.m. in an away meet. The NFL entered Week 8 of action this past weekend, and it was a week of nail-biting football. The Cleveland Browns upset the Baltimore Ravens on the back of quarterback Jameis Winston in a 29-24 win. Winston had an incredible second half, accounting for 3 touchdowns, which was capped off by a late 38-yard dime to wide receiver Cedric Tillman for the score. The Arizona Cardinals spoiled Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa's return to action with a 28-27 last-second win. It was once again kicker Chad Ryland coming up clutch with a field goal as time expired. This is the second straight week with a game-winning kick for the Lebanon, Pennsylvania native, and his 3rd of this season. The Washington Commanders stole the show in Week 8 with a jaw-dropping 18-15 win over the Chicago Bears. When all seemed lost for Washington, rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels uncorked a 52-yard Hail Mary that was tipped up and fell into the hands of wide receiver Noah Brown, who was there waiting for the game-winning touchdown. The Los Angeles Dodgers have jumped out to a 2-0 lead over the New York Yankees in Major League Baseball's 2024 World Series. Dodgers first baseman Freddie Freeman has been leading the way, launching home runs in the first 2 games, including a walk-off grand slam in the 10th inning of Game 1. Now the teams will travel to Yankee Stadium for Games 3 and 4, where the Yankees will look to bounce back and take control of the series. That's all for your sports update. Now here's Layla Murphy with your weekly weather report.
Thanks, Gwen. Welcome to the Weekly Weather Watch, where we cover the weather once a week, rain or shine. I'm your host, Layla Murphy. Today, Wednesday the 30th, is mostly cloudy with a high of 77 and a low of 54. It'll be warm and cloudy on Halloween with a high of 81 and a low of 63. We'll see some rain and lower temperatures on Friday with a high of 70 and a low of 39. The sun will come out on Saturday and we'll have a high of 58 and a low of 39. It'll be cloudy on Sunday with a high of 64 and a low of 49. We'll see some rain on Monday with a high of 66 and a low of 53. And then there will be some clouds on Tuesday with a high of 69 and a low of 48. Thank you for tuning in to the Weekly Weather Watch. I'm Layla Murphy. See you next week. Now back to Rosena and Megan in the studio. Tuesday, November 5th is Election Day. If you're voting through the mail, remember to return your mail ballots. They must be received by your county by 8 p.m. on Tuesday. For those planning to vote in person, make sure to visit your polling location by Tuesday evening to ensure your voice is heard. Every vote counts.
In pop culture news, Taylor Swift dropped to 6th in the world on Spotify's top artist rankings with 92 million monthly listeners. Swift was consistently second behind The Weeknd, who has over 120 million monthly followers. Bruno Mars has taken over the second most listened to artist for October, thanks to the widespread success of his song Die With a Smile featuring Lady Gaga. Rapper Megan Thee Stallion is partnering with Prime Video to release a documentary titled In Her Words. The documentary will focus on her rise to fame, struggles with success, and getting to know her true self. The documentary will be released on Halloween. In the box office, Venom 3: The Last Dance made $8.5 million in previews. This is the lowest revenue made in previews by any Venom movie in the trilogy. All hope isn't lost for the movie, as it is projected to make $65 million in the United States over the opening weekend.
That's all for this week, Jays. Be sure to follow our Instagram and Facebook at ECTV40 for all the latest updates on our shows. I'm Megan Spiegelberg.
And I'm Rosena Campana. Have a great week, and remember to
Take flight,
E-Town.